For this demonstration, we're going to be showing you how sniffing works. So we're going to be using Wireshark to sniff some traffic between 3 hosts. Now, these 3 hosts are a Windows XP box that I have set up that's running a FileZilla FTP server. And a user is going to connect to that FTP server using a CentOS client. And in the background, Wireshark's going to be running, and we're going to see what we can intercept and pick up. So I've got those 3 boxes on the same subnet, and it's the 192.168.163 subnet, and they each have their own IP addresses. And let's go ahead and get started and see what we can pick up. So first I'm going to run Wireshark, and I'm in the Backtrack 4 box here, or Backtrack 5 release 3 box, sorry. And we type in Wireshark, and we're going to choose Ethernet 1 as our interface and click Start. And now we're in our CentOS box, and I've got a command prompt started here. And first let's make sure our FTP server is up. It should be at 129, and we've got a response from it, so it's good to go. So let's go ahead and FTP to this box, 192.168.163.129. And I get prompted for a username, and the username I want to use is Clark. That's one of the users on the box, as if you remember from earlier sessions. And Clark requires a password, so I'm going to type in the password. And it's telling me that he's logged on, so I want to look at the directory right now, and I see that I have 2 directories, Clark and Lois. So I'm going to cd in the Clark directory, and let's do an ls on it, and we see that there's a document in there called secret.txt. So we want to get that document, so we're going to type in get secret.txt. Okay, and we've received it, so let's go ahead and quit. And we do an ls, we'll see that we've got the secret.txt file here. Let's go ahead and cat that, just to see what it says. What is Clark Kent's secret? I'm really Superman, so go figure. And obviously he doesn't want anybody to know that, because he put it in a secret document and he had to have authentication to get to it, right? So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and go back to our Backtrack box and see what the Wireshark capture looks like. Okay, we're in our Backtrack box again. Let's stop our capture, and let's see what we got out of it. Got a lot of traffic here. We can back up and go through here and see all the stuff we got. Quite a bit, actually. So let's go ahead and find where we did the FTP, and it looks like right here is where it starts. So remembering how we got into the FTP server, we got a header there. And one thing I want to point out right off the bat is, notice the SYN, SYNAC, and the ACK here, those 3 segments right here. This is the 3-way TCP handshake, for those of you who remember us talking about that earlier. And so that started the whole FTP conversation. Now we have down here where the user name was put in and requested, user Clark, and the FTP server required a password for Clark. Now, what we know about FTP is that everything is sent in clear text. So if this was sent in clear text, there's the password right there. You could also drill down into it right there. I love Lois. So now we know Clark's password, not very secure. And now we know a couple of secrets about him too. We know that he's Superman, and we know he loves Lois Lane. So that we were able to capture the credentials. And now what we may want to do as a hacker, let's go ahead and try to go and see what Clark's secret.txt file was. Because remember, from the hacker perspective, we don't know what it was yet. Clark downloaded it and read it, and we saw that, but the hacker doesn't know what that is yet. So the hacker is going to try to get that file now. So let's go ahead and kill our Wireshark here. Stop and quit without saving. Let's clear our command prompt here, and we're going to go ahead in the session coming up and get Clark's secret.txt file, okay? And then we'll talk about some of the things from a security perspective that was wrong with this whole scenario.